Hello my lovely people, in today's video we're going to talk about high porosity hair. What you need to know about high porosity hair. Hello family, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you have clicked on the right video because on this channel I actually teach you on how to grow your hair long, strong, thick and healthy. So if you're new, click on that first subscribe button and immediately, literally, you're part of the family. If you're my regular watcher, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys. Now, in today's video, we'll be talking about high porosity hair. The hair care tips for high porosity hair, how you can grow your high porosity hair, how you can test whether you are high porosity hair, because most of you guys, you might actually be high porosity hair and not even know it. Before we get right into today's video, please guys watch my ads, because this is the only way you can support my channel, by watching my ads. If these contents are very helpful, the only way you can support me is by watching these ads. Don't skip them, because when you skip them, hi, I'm not supported anymore. So please watch them all. Okay. The first thing that you might test or check to know whether you are high porosity hair is to do a water test. Now, water test might not be that accurate. You might do a water test. You take a strand of hair, put it in water. If that strand of hair gets to the bottom of the water, then you know that you have high porosity hair. Now, the other test that you can do with high porosity hair is when you apply water to your hair and it takes a long time for it to dry. It takes a long time, even days, for it to dry. Then you know that you have high porosity hair. Now, the other one is that your hair gets in all the moisture. Right, when you actually apply product, you see that the product is actually penetrating inside your hair very easily, and at the same time your hair gets dry quickly. Now, those are the signs that you might have high porosity hair. Now, if you see that you're applying something to your hair and that thing is just getting in like you might have high porosity. In maybe some hours it's dry again. High poro. This is the first test that you might do to find out whether you have high porosity. And what is high porosity hair? High porosity hair is when the hair shaft itself, it has gaps in between. Now, I'm gonna put a picture right there where there is low porosity hair and high porosity hair. Now, your high porosity hair cuticles are open up. They are open, guys, so that all the moisture that you are trying to get in will get in very easily, but it gets out easily too. It just runs away like this, gets out quickly. So that is high porosity hair. If you can see this low porosity hair strand, right, it's closed up. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out, because it's a closed cuticle. It doesn't have any gaps in between. But with the high porosity hair, it's open up. The cuticles are open up. So that is high porosity hair, right? Because it has gaps in between. But there are some things that you can do to actually help out with the moisture retention or you growing out your high porosity hair, and we're going to talk about that. If you like the video so far, hey child, just give it a thumbs up. It's not even hard. No one is watching you. Just click on that like button and comment below. That you must stay away from is heat. You must stay away from heat, because already your hair strand is not normal. It has gaps in between, allowing moisture in and allowing moisture out. So you need to stay away from heat as much as possible, but you might use heat if you want to. Now, you do what works for. What works for who? for you. You do what works for you. Just make sure that when you're using heat, you're using a heat protectant and not every other time, because you're damaging your hair. All right, so stay away from it as much as possible, and also stay away from coloring your hair, because that actually damages the hair shaft as well, damaging the natural color of your hair. So just make sure that you are staying away from coloring your hair, and then less manipulation, because like what I say, that high porosity hair actually gets dry quickly. You might moisturize it, and the product is just melting. It's melting inside the hair, and when it melts inside there, 2 hours after, later, it's dry like a dry leaf. Don't manipulate. Less manipulation helps a lot if you have high porosity hair, because your hair strand is weak. It has gaps in between. Do not skip treatments. If you have high porosity hair, you need a lot of treatments. Let me get straight into the treatments that you need to actually do to grow your high porosity hair. Now, the first treatments that you must do on a regular basis is rice water treatments. Now, just saying this from someone who told me, I have a friend of mine who didn't know that she had high porosity hair, and she said she was using rice water every other time with onion juice and other things mixed in there, and she said her hair was growing like crazy. It was thickening, it was growing, and people were actually like, what about the protein overload? Protein overload. So my friend's hair was growing like crazy because she was using rice water, every single day. And her hair was growing so thick, so strong when she was consistent with it. Now, when she told me, I said, you might have high porosity hair, because high porosity hair actually responds very, very well to protein treatments, because if you have gaps in between your hair, you need a strengthening treatment to strengthen the individual strand. So what actually protein treatment does, it goes in between those gaps, fill in those gaps and strengthen your hair, because your hair, when it has gaps in between, it's very weak and it's prone to breakage. So if you have something that strengthens your hair is happy. Your high poro is like, hey. All right, so I'm not going to say use it every day. Maybe once every week. That might help your high porosity hair. Treatments as well that you need to include if you have high porosity hair is henna treatment. Now, henna is very, very good because it actually gets in between the gaps of the hair to strengthen it. Every time when I do a henna treatment, I feel like my hair is literally, originally, strengthened. It's very strong. Like, after I wash it off, I can literally feel it when I touch it. It's strong, guys. So I would really recommend that you do henna treatments maybe once every month, because it's a very strong strengthening treatment. It will help you to strengthen up your hair. Now, all these other Ayurvedic powders like amla, fenugreek, brahmi, those are good powders as well to include in your treatments every other week or every once a week. It's very good to do those Ayurvedic treatments as well. High porosity hair, yes, it needs protein treatment, but it also needs moisturizing treatment, because if you are doing like protein treatments ongoing, without adding moisture to the treatment as well, it's not going to work. It's not going to work that much. So you also need something like aloe vera. Aloe vera actually helps because it's a moisturizing agent that you can add to your treatments as well, or you can actually use it as a leave-in spray. If you want me to do an aloe vera leave-in spray for you guys, please comment below and let me know. The oils as well that you must be using, or like when you're moisturizing your high porosity hair, the thing that you must be careful of is that because your hair has got it has gaps in between, when you moisturize your high porosity hair, it gets all the moisture in. but also it also gets it out. So make sure that you are sealing in with thick butters, thick oils to seal in your high porosity hair, because you want to make sure that no moisture is going to evaporate or is going to go away. Now you can use castor oil to seal in the moisture. When you have added your leave-in spray, when you've added your conditioner, you go on ahead with the thick oil like castor oil. That will help to seal the cuticle and it will help to seal in the moisture. Sorry guys. You can also use olive oil as well. Now, olive oil is one of those penetrating oils. It's a moisturizing oil, but when you use olive oil, you need to use it together with the castor oil because it's a penetrating oil. It gets inside the hair, but you also need a thick oil on top of it to seal in the moisture. Also, you can use shea butters as well, like butters, shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, all the butters, apple, to actually seal in the moisture because you don't want any moisture to evaporate. Also, you can use hair grease as well to seal in the moisture. Now, if you are a grease lover, if you don't like it, I'm not going to force you. Do what works for you. I said it needs treatments, rice water treatments. It needs protein treatments to strengthen the hair. Also, you can use egg treatments as well to strengthen your high porosity hair. So thank you so much, guys. This is all I have for high porosity hair. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up because this will help my channel a lot when you give it a big thumbs up. Okay, so ciao. If you have watched to the end, you know what to do. You know what we do here. You know what we do here. Okay. So thank you so much, and God willing, I will see you in my next one. Okay.